Okay, it's me again. You're gonna get tired of me this week, but I got a lot to catch up on and a lot to talk about. So today I wanted to talk about something I think that the majority of us will deal with, or we have dealt with, or we are dealing with after weight loss surgery or after any massive weight loss of any kind. Um, it's I guess you could call it not really body image because sometimes we see ourselves um, differently than other people do. Most of the time, it's more in the negative way than in the positive, usually. But I wanted to talk about really, I guess, skin issues and the way things look after we've had weight loss surgery or a massive weight loss um, of any sort. Because I deal with this, and we're going to have dogs barking, of course, so just ignore that. But I just wanted to talk about this because it's something that's important to me and has kind of affected me in a way. Um, I am happy overall with the way things look. Of course, I'd rather look like this than have all that weight on me that I had on me before. Um, but there's certain things that bother me, and there's certain little issues um, that still bother me and affect me, and I'm trying to um, come up with ways and strategies to combat that and to really count my blessings instead of go, okay, this is wrong, that's wrong, whatever. So I hope that maybe this will help you and me in the process. Of course, like, I have a lot of skin on my arms, and I mean that's been something that's kind of like bothered me all along. But now it doesn't really, as far as like if I can keep it covered up, like in something like this. But I can't wear short sleeve shirts, sleeveless stuff, nothing like that. So I have to really be mindful of what I'm buying. So that's a pain in the butt. But that's not something I'm sitting there thinking, oh, people are going to look at that and think, what is that? Because I keep it, even though you can still see it, it's covered up and it makes me feel better. So that's an issue, but not a huge issue. I guess because I'm used to that, I guess. But, I'm looking forward to having that skin gone where I'll have more options as far as clothes, and I don't have to think about, okay, is it 3/4 length, and I know y'all know what this is, what I'm talking about. And some people can get away with wearing, and I could if I wanted to, but it just looks odd, and I don't like the way it looks, and I know I would feel like self-conscious about it, so I just don't do it. The main thing that bothers me now is something that I didn't even notice before. And I don't know if this has happened to anybody else. If it has, feel free to share. But when I had the skin on the front, or when I was heavy, I didn't really think anything about the top of my legs or my butt or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, like, I get the skin taken off the front, and I'm like, what is that? Not my butt, but like, I don't know, it's not really my hips, but it's that, I don't know, side part. And it's just like, and it's mostly skin. I mean, I'm sure there's some weight still left there, but it's mostly skin. And it just looks odd. And I'm going, where did you come from? And I guess because the skin on the front or the weight on the front, I just didn't notice it. And so now I'm like, great, here we go. But it's something that it bothers me, but I'm having to go, look, it's a process, and I'm speaking to everybody, it's a process, and I just got to do what I've got to do and just deal with things in the meantime. And, because it's something that I never noticed before, but now I'm like, oh, great, it looks odd. And it was so weird, like, after I made that video when I was standing up, I'm like, I'm sure everybody noticed, and maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but it's just one of those things. So I'm having to, or I'm going to have to, try to retrain myself instead of going, oh, look what you got this. You got all this imperfection as far as the skin and the way it looks. And yeah, I could wear Spanx, do this, but it's like, oh, it's going to be so hot. And I don't want to have to deal with that up and down. And so I'm just going to have to accept that it is a process and just do what I can do. There's nothing I can do about the skin right now, but maybe there are some other things that I can do. You know, if there is any weight left in there, then I can, you know, the bike riding and things like that maybe can help. But I just wanted to share kind of how I was feeling after seeing the last video. I'm going, ugh, you know, I hate it. And like, I was up visiting Steve, and we were joking around about it or whatever, but it's a real issue, and I'm sure we all have these little issues. And for some people, maybe their arms or their neck or their stomach or whatever. But I just want to say to you, you know, we all have it. We all have something that we go, and I'm pretty sure there's always one thing that sticks out in particular, the overall the most. But just know we all have it, and we're all going to have to just look at the positive, and I'm talking to me for sure. Look at the positive of everything that's happened and not just, oh, this is kind of what's left. At least it's not filled up and we're not at the beginning. You know, we're not having to lose all that weight. We've already, you know, lost weight or a good amount of it, or we're losing weight for those of you who are at the beginning. But just know that it happens to all of us, and we just have to make the best of it and do what we can to make ourselves feel comfortable in our body. And I want to do that. I want to be that, even with my ranger hips. And I'm not going to tell you who told me that. Jerk. Anyway, no, it wasn't Scott. I'm not going to tell you, but we were totally joking. But it's just something that, you know, I have to deal with. But I'm going to show you what I'm talking about if you didn't catch it yesterday. And I'm going to have to move you over here. And you may or may not be able to see, but I'm going to try. Okay. So, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, fine. Even this, whatever, you know, it's when a shirt's like fitted, I wear my waist cincher so it doesn't look so weird, but whatever. This, fine, you know, even the back, I'm okay, but you get to here, and it's like this hump, and then it stops here, and then there's my leg. So that's what I'm talking about. That's my biggest hang-up issue as far as this is concerned. And see, you'd think it would be all this, which, yeah, I don't like, but this is my issue that I deal with. So, you know, we all have it. We just have to make the best of it and do what we can do to feel better about ourselves until we can get it slashed off. And I'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.